Okay. Hey you guys, as you know, it is your girl Yulo, and today we are going to be doing Lyney's Hangout story quest. So with that, let me go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and turn the audio in. Switch it over. Oop, wrong thing, wrong thing, wrong thing. Okay, my bad. Okay. Whew. Today's gonna be a very chaotic day. This should be supposedly my last stream. This should be my last stream for a good while, so I better do this. Let me go ahead. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I remember. I was doing this one quest over here in somewhere, I don't remember. But I was doing a quest, and then the battery was almost gonna die. So I had to rush it. But that's what we're doing. We're not vibing in Samara, we're vibing in Fontaine. Okay, so I kind of want to knock out some of these hidden waypoints as well as like go ahead and do Lyney's story. So I think we're gonna go ahead and start with Lyney's story because I feel like that's the smart move. I know this is good. This is good. Okay. Perfect.
Such fortunate weather.
Also, there's an update. I just noticed that too. Yeah. I got all of this done here.
Care for a walk?
I'm really proud of myself for getting it all done. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I don't know who's supposed to be in the actual test runs this time. I made it soon. There was an update that was on my thing, on my laptop, so I figured that there was new characters and stuff going around, but I guess not. I don't even know who's next. Who's next in the thing? You ain't never gonna catch me doing this. Did I have achievements? Oh yeah, I did. Time. Okay, let's go ahead and claim all. Oh, I didn't destroy them. Okay. So how much? I should see how much I have in the first place. Got like 36. Perfect. Who's coming next? I'm gonna go ahead and Google this because I really don't know who's next. If you guys know, let me know. But as of right now, I really do not know. Do I have this? Okay. I usually try to have everything muted, so I'm not like stressed out. Okay, let's see. Something good on my end. Perfect. Oh yeah. 4.1 banner. Let's go. I would have a path to up immediately after I type in 4.1. Okay, so supposedly it should be Nicolette, and I do not know how to say his name. At this point, I'm gonna call him Worcesters. Risley. So yeah. Oh darn. Okay. So it's Risley and Venti, and Nicolette and Hutap. So I really do have to wait for this second. That's okay.
Ocean swims
That's
in
okay.
its
That's
own
fine.
direction.
It's fine. That means I can save up on more. Not really fine. Why do I have to keep waiting? What is? Okay. I finally got the
To survive
level
hardship,
80.
you must
Candy
prepare for
assist the next
hardship.
person. Ooh, is that a mirror? I thought it was a mirror for a second. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the quest. We have missions. We got a lot of ramps. Still, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, headed to designated. I don't know what this was. I really don't. Homeboy still should be nearby. Yeah, okay. The Forgotten Thief. That's the one. That's the good stuff. So let's go ahead and get to it. Oh no, drop. No! Oh. I thought she was gonna die. So they're like, no, please don't. Can you imagine flying around Fontaine? It's gotta be amazing. Oh, sister stuff.
Isn't that Charlotte? I see. So you believe that this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double.
Interesting.
Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Okay.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here. Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Phantom Weasel. Warning letter.
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel. Nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Oh, darn.
Wow, cool! He sounds like
I was
one of
gonna say
those
shucks.
mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Batman kid. Or like a Catwoman.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations.
Dang, he's like a true weasel.
He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
How does he know that's valuable? Sounds like an absolute weirdo.
I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
He's in the back. He's like rated E for everyone. No mercy.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Clearly not.
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all.
Oh, okay.
Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see.
This seems like a copycat.
I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
Oh, shoot. Sketchy.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
What the heck?
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has he reemerged now? And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Honestly, smart move, smart move.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
He might steal all your favorite snacks. He might try to nab you, little Paimon. Nah, this is snack she's gonna worry about.
Really? Oh, let him try. In fact, Paimon's gonna eat all her snacks right now. Let's see what he can do about that.
Love that.
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance.
And just imagine Paimon's like, what's he gonna do? And she just shoved it all in her mouth. And she oh my god.
Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lyney!
Lyney!
Looks like he's performing some magic. Oh, whoa, that was kind of lit angle.
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Lyney.
Ooh, and you're gonna ask him how he was able to pull off such a stunt? Because I'd be curious too.
You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too. And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Yeah, but at the same time, if Charlotte's gonna question Lyney, then wouldn't the guards and stuff also be obsessed with him? Especially because everyone now knows that he's a Fatui member, so they're gonna be like, it's you, isn't it?
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
Oh, watch the little kid be like, I want to learn how to do that stuff. We get to see Lyney. Let's go.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Not him lying.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
Woo.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
You can tell? Oh boy. You really can read my mind.
Dang.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
That is true.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
And he scurries off.
Hey, Lyney?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be so awkward. Because last time Traveler was like, hey, I'm just here to do my job. I just know you're innocent. Don't talk to me. Don't associate. I'm out. And then dipped. Very awkward. Very awkward.
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Well, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand, let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Ooh, good one.
Wow, got it in one! Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck. His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel. So, Lyney, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Ooh, is he about to upstage him?
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally.
Oh, it makes sense because he's a magician. He's seeing Lyney and he's like, nah. Took that personally.
And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show.
It's already difficult too, because if you think about his last performance.
But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Ooh, or what if it's a part of the performance?
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, this has exclusive written all over it!
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lyney. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison.
Ooh.
A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
Where'd it go?
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear.
Okay.
If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
A surprise?
Oh! Good one. Huh?
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
When did he place it there? Hold on, when did this
What
happen?
an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lyney, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians.
Dang, I might pull for this guy. I don't know anymore.
Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
That makes sense.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist.
This is me.
But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic. It sounds like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this Phantom Weasel business is behind us.
Okay.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief.
Let's go. I hope there's a cutscene.
Please
Feel like
feel
there
free to
is.
get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
Why is she talking to us? Lyney's the one who helped her out.
tell us how you did that flower trick now?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Nah.
Aww. Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
The Phantom Weasel. You sure you'll be able to handle him?
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistant and help me investigate?
Dude, where's his sister? Where is his brother?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too!
Hmm.
Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
Oh my gosh. Paimon got motives. We'll help you with your investigation. What's your plan?
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal.
Exactly.
But if he wasn't the weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine.
Yeah.
And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there.
Oh, that's nice.
We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
So he was already like ahead of the game. Okay. Oh yeah. I like how I just didn't go to Poison. I didn't go to Poison. It's just like, nah. A little too close. My brain just didn't want to click it. Like, nah. It's too far. You see how far it is? Just so far. I gotta find the disc and stuff for the actual locations. It's like probably the one time like I would be actively hunting for discs.
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lyney's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
I'll wait for you here and see if Gemma shows up.
Nice. It's been a minute since we've seen one, in my opinion.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiancée? Sure I do. What's this about?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
All I saw was some thick thighs on that room. Like, have you seen when he's asking questions about Gemma, but like, meanwhile, I'm gonna be like, have you seen them thick thighs on that robot?
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret why either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself.
Dang.
I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again.
What if she's the copycat?
She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
Have you heard of what was it? I don't know if it was The Magician. There was this one couple, right? That they would go to fortune tellers and they would like always try to bust the fake ones. And what had happened is the husband eventually passed, in which he gave a special message to his wife. He's like, when I cross over to the dead, I'll try to reach out to you. Here's the secret message. Go ahead and go to these fortune tellers and stuff, and if they're able to get the message, they're good. If they're not able to get the message that I left you with, they're not good. So you have the wife, right? She's going to all these fortune tellers. She's busting. She's like, go ahead. What's the secret code that my husband has set up? I know what the answer is, but I want to like figure out from you. And that happened for a while. I don't know if it's still happening or not. I think the reason why I remember is like maybe the husband was a magician. Again, this is all from memory though. So.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly. If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her.
Does she deserve you? No, I was kidding.
Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay.
I'm saying she might be the copycat.
Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking around.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
She might. She might. Okay, next person.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't.
I just noticed. I wonder if their fashion is more easy compared to the rest of the nations, or like harder.
But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
I don't think so.
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Maybe.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, oh, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
It's not a, that's okay. That's okay. I feel like Fontaine, if it was modern day time, it would be the land of Twitter. It would be Twitter. So yeah, I don't know how to feel. Like, I feel like it's easy to go on one side and go on another. In this case, who knows? Who knows?
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Ooh, but he ain't holding himself accountable. Never mind. Sorry to interrupt.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
Every time I see Lyney's like pendant on his hat, I keep thinking the Cheshire Cat. Does anyone else think of Cheshire Cat?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, what?
I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
That is interesting. I wonder if that is an actual thing that can happen.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and
Aw.
he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes, he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Oh, that's nice. That's lit.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
I thought for a second they were like, yeah, you write it on your wish, he just magically pops it up. But it's like, no, next show.
But
That's
after
smart.
he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later.
Ah.
As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Dang.
Whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time.
But at the same time, right? Would you be happy to know that your partner that has died previous 10 years is now brought up the topic? Like, it's not going to be a chance to also bring positive light, but it's also like having to have all those memories of what happened that day. So it's like, it's gotta be like the word, like you could say it's a good time, good opportunity, but it's also probably the worst time if she's having all those memories come back up. Not saying she hasn't forgot. She's been loyal for 10 years, coming up once a week, but dang.
No, speak of the devil. That's her over there.
Where's she at?
If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
But does she want to answer?
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay.
She was doing some shady stuff. I thought it was gonna be a cutscene for a second. I'm like, what?
Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Oh, her hair's so pretty.
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid. We mean no harm.
Her hair is so cute. Like, I like it. Like the cute little braids, and then you have two little down. I wonder if I can pull that off. It's really pretty though.
It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your
Oh, she got a
concern.
braid up front too.
But you didn't answer my question. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
How did she pull that off?
My name is Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette.
Sorry, I've been paying attention to them. I'm paying attention since I'm just like, she like did a whole crown, all the way in the back, with a bun, and bangs in the front. She was popping off that day. She was popping off. She was gonna make sure she. What's the one audio? I'm like, oh, it's the husband audio. I forgot. If I find it, I'll add it in. But like, she's gonna see her man. She gonna make sure she look good while she doing it too.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this.
I was gonna say, does she even want to talk about it?
I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the accident? Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone, for instance?
No, not that I know of.
Got it. All right, sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Dang.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
Perhaps she simply doesn't trust us.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us.
Besides, who's to say that they're the only ones to ask questions? Can you imagine, like, before she got there? Like, what if that's why she was delayed? The cops came up, they knocked on the door to, like, hey, we have some more questions about what happened 10 years ago. And these recent issues that's been happening with these Like, she's probably mad. Like, everyone not pulling up. She gotta have all these memories. And she might be getting accused. She might be getting interrogated. She might be questioned. Like, I can see why she gonna be mad. Understandable. I get it.
In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Nice. We got 4 stars. Oh, we gotta get 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning. Oh wait, wrong thing. Slowly, slowly. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. Okay.
The publishing house has released numerous works that lay out
Lyney.
military strat.
No. Perfect. Ooh. Honestly, now that I think about it, I could go for some fish tacos. Don't ask me. Maybe it's because we're in Fontaine. I keep seeing all this water. I'm like, bro, I could go for some fish tacos. Get the nice green chili sauce in it.
Over here.
Sorry, y'all.
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now.
Ooh, you know she could be questioning her like, I know you've been lying. I know.
Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
What should we do? Where should we start?
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant.
Ooh, another suspect.
When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft.
Okay.
Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy.
Okay.
He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
Okay, hold up. Hair trigger? Do they mean like hair as in like the rabbit? Because, you know, the tortoise and the hare speed things is... I've never heard of hair trigger. I'm so confused. Like, it had his hand in a lot of pies. Hair trigger, is it like a split hair before he pops? Okay, hold up. Hair trigger. A trigger of a firearm set for release at the slightest pressure. So that's just dumb, okay. I thought it was hair as in like the rabbit. My bad. Tee tee. It's educational moment for y'all. Okay. Let me go ahead and go here. What's that? Wait, what the heck is going on? Oh no. I wasn't looking at my thing. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Oh. Thanks for the Phantom Raid. Dang. Oh. I'm really appreciative. I didn't notice that. It's so cool. I don't know who pulled it, but thank you guys. It warms my heart that you guys actually showed up. Dang.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
Dang, he's so sassy. But he's like really fashionable, I'll give it that.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
I know this is so out of pocket, but can we like, and can we acknowledge and admire the fact that like the NPC's hair designs have been really popping off? You know, it's so random to say, but it's like, I really do admire these NPC hair designs. Like, yes.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Wait, there's a robot chef in the back. I'm like, who knew? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I gotta turn off my thing. I can't be getting too excited
Get a
because
load
you
of
guys are
this
here.
guy.
You make me sad when
Forget the
someone leaves.
pleasantries,
I'm
he
not
says,
time for that.
but he looks pretty happy about Lyney stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Okay.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target.
He's about to come up on him. He's gonna be like, bam, abracadabra. Abracadabra. Bam. Oh wait, no, isn't there? No, there's. Look. For all my Harry Potter loser. That's kidding. For all my Harry Potter nerds, there's actually. There's a saying. What's that? There is one that's like, it's so similar to abracadabra. Abracadabra means let the things be destroyed. So he might pull up. He might be like abracadabra. Who knows? But then again, I think that's the real meaning of the term abracadabra. Oh, avda kedarva. That's the one. But yeah, he gonna pull up and be like, abracadabra.
I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate?
Why he so quick on that? Why was he so quick on that? Good sir, let's talk about it.
Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Oh, what if he's like, I know it's not him. He would never do that.
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Lyney. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you.
Ooh.
The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
But call him out.
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
He wants to know the real magic trick. Okay.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
Now I'm more eager. I'm like, no, I gotta find this guy. I don't think the dead man's dead, so I think he can talk.
Uh-oh, this is getting awkward.
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you!
Oh, he's strong.
I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
Yeah, he sounds drunk.
Another day, I'm busy.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die young.
I'm here for a fun time, not a long time.
Relax once in a while.
I'm here for a fun time, not a long time.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
This would be quick with it sometimes. Hey, I would be crying. Oh wait, no, sorry. I'd be smiling on the outside, but crying on the inside. That's what's gonna be happening.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him.
Whole time I know him.
And he wonders why he can't
So
get a
quick.
girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Bro, why is he exposing him like that? He's like, that's why you get no bitches. That's literally all he's literally saying. He's like, he gets no bitches. He ain't ever got no bitches. He coming up to 40, guess what? 40 with no bitches. Last time he got a girl, still no bitches.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, he hurt from that.
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't work too hard.
Oh my gosh. Really gave me a check expose.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lyney, be my guest.
But who's the person that he's into? Now I'm intrigued.
But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
There's something strange about him.
Totally.
The lack of bitches have made me scared.
Compensating you for your losses. Why would someone you just met make an offer like that?
I think he's involved. Ah.
He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
No fine, he gets no bitches.
I think so too.
Why was that
We
needed in
need
the
to look
story?
into Lorenzo more closely.
Why was that inputted into the story? Like, I feel like now it's important. On one hand, I'm like, would someone actually put in the story like, yeah, this character gets no bitches. That's plot point. What would you gain from it? What would you gain from it?
That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him.
Bro, we about to get some more tea on this guy. Ah. Let's go hit up Edmondo. What do you got? What do you got to say? Woo. Funny. It's funny, I tell you. Okay. Oh. You know he hates himself after that.
You okay there?
Did he just vomit?
Who are you?
Nah, nah.
Oh, it's you guys.
No.
Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out.
Oh, he definitely puked.
I say way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey, keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions or make an enemy out of him.
Who is he? Part of the mafia too?
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again.
Now I just want to keep bugging this guy.
And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
Okay. So he's, I guess, kind of sus?
There he goes. What do we do now, Lyney?
We telling us, gang.
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation.
I just noticed the guy in the back. I'm like, who the fuck? Has he been here this whole time?
Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
Oh, we're gonna jump him? Got it. Let's go. He was just there. So homeboy in the mafia too. That's all I'm hearing. Get out of the city and lure out people. First of all, they're just gonna have to follow us via waypoints. I am not gonna be walking all the way there, okay? Now that I think about it, if we would have had to take the little train, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, ride the same train as us? They're gonna follow us in the boat behind us? It's one way. We're gonna jump them. We're gonna beat them. We're gonna win, obviously. Wait, did I mess up? Oh, it's over there. This is how I'm supposed to get over there. Jump, jump.
Breathtaking.
Jumpity jump jump. Perfect. Okay.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
Mafia.
So you're Lyney.
Smooth face.
And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
After hearing a bit of Lyney's background and Lynette's, they don't need to know where she at. Let's go ahead and take them out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister. Who sent you, huh?
Oh my gosh, I was like, what's whistling? And I realized it's my nose. Teehee.
Save
I
your
got sick like a couple
questions,
days ago,
Missy.
so that's probably why.
You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
So Fontaine just got Mafia members. That's all I'm noticing is Twitter and the Mafia. All in one.
Looks like we can't avoid this fight.
Let's go. Oh wait, we get to use Lyney. Let's go.
Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Oh, at this point, just go sit there. Be your pretty self. We got it. We Gucci.
Don't worry, we got this.
I'm assuming Lyney is an adult. I hope he is an adult. Be fucking terrified.
Now disappear!
Run, my boy, run! Ah, I'm not a good fighter.
Ow!
I can't shoot.
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Oh, that's so cool. So cool. Okay, we're gonna keep trying because it's Lyney. We did it.
Curses. They're tougher than we thought.
I did it. That was nice.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
The lady.
Come on, let's scram.
No, let's,
Hey, wise guys!
let's tail him.
I ain't through with you yet!
Tail him.
Oh, they got away!
Y'all should tail him.
Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else.
They got the lady.
Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already done it to someone else, but who?
Could it be Gemma? And we had just promised to protect her, so like we were fumbling the bag.
You're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from her.
I feel like they're like they probably split up in two, so then Lynette already probably beat him up. I would like to hope.
More speed.
Honestly, I'll take Gila this time. I'm down. I'm gonna take the train this time because I want to have a good time. Oh. Where's wheat? I was supposed to say. I'm gonna make sure I get my wheat. Okay. Hello. When does the immediately? Let's go. We're here for a good time, not a long time. TV.
The Aqua Bus will be departing now. Passengers, please take your seats.
So
If
just
you have any large items of
just
luggage,
to make sure, right?
these
'Cause I'm
can be
still
placed on top of
confused.
vacancies.
Is this the
Don't worry about
laboratory,
taking up space.
or is
This boat
this?
has never been filled to capacity yet.
Wait, where's the
Once
cubes?
the barge for Opera Epicles employees broke down,
Cubes.
and many of them took the Aqua Bus home from work. That was the most
Oh.
passengers we've ever had, and even then there were still plenty of empty seats left over.
Oh, that's nice. Wait, what? There's only like 3 seats. Who was going to work? Who was leaving? Also, where's the cubes? Where are they gone?
Looking left from your current position, you have possibly the very best view of the Opera Epicles in all of Fontaine.
Oh.
Such beauty and magnificence. Monsieur and Nuvillette truly chose to spend our mora wisely.
I don't know if that was an actual jab or not, but it is pretty. Not as pretty as this big building, though. Oh.
Here we are, back in the stately court of Fontaine. Please bring your personal belongings with you when exiting the craft. For any passengers in the mood for a shopping spree, Burton's House of Curiosities and Damobile's Purveyor are both excellent options, with a wide variety of Fontaine specialty goods available. But if you're low and more like me, you might find shops looking for helpers at the Vasari Passage. Some pay by the day, and their wages are very fair, so you'll have a steady income in no time.
Oh, she really just offered us to go find jobs and stuff. That's nice. Oh, that was perfect. And it's like evening. I'll take the clementine. I feel like it's better. I got scared. I was like, are we on the right one? Wait, no, it's the wrong one. Let's... Navia? Do I go down? Oh, shoot, no. So I might have to go to number 1 then. Alright. I got sick a couple of days ago, and like, I'm better now. I'm doing great now. Very happy. But yeah. It was like a yo-yo effect, from at least what I Googled, where it's like you get sick and then it goes away, but then shortly afterwards it comes back. I tested, I got negative twice for both times I got sick. I don't know. I'm good now, so. I just, oh shoot. Oh, so this is another elevator, okay. Wait, hold on, no, because I just got out of here. I have to dupe myself. Oh, there's the door. I was like, where am I going? I keep forgetting, it looks so blended in. If this was a real place, I'd be excited to go to. Okay. Whoa, why are they frozen? Oh. Whew. I thought they were frozen. The sound of people, children playing, cops a-lurking. Oh, there's probably food here.
Gemma?
You again. What is it this time?
We got mugged by some thugs, but then we clapped back, so we won.
Just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now. We're here to protect you.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Because they were threatened by our amazingness.
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being.
Understandable.
It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
Are you trying to challenge homeboy?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity.
I think it's Lorenzo.
Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Sonde. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since.
Or so you think. You never know. Them sus guys could have been chilling up in there.
I also know that the Fleuve Sonde is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
I wonder why they're there.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
Understandable.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now.
Let's go. Ooh, okay. She's ready. She's ready for hands.
Whatever you do, please be careful. If anything happens to you because you're investigating Caesar, I'll never be able to forgive myself.
With me here, nothing will happen.
You tell it. Okay, so from what we know right now is that Gemma has in fact been trying all these years, but every time she tries, they be pulling up at her door like, knockity knock. You better not. Can you imagine? They're like, every time you think of it, we'll be there. Every time you think about it at breakfast, we'll be there. Every time you think about it when you take a shower, we'll be there. Every time you think about it at night, we'll be there. I keep playing around, but like that would be kind of funny.
More speed.
Terrible, realistically, but like story-wise, very funny. I would love to have some like at least see some like mafia members in this, like a comedic type. Where it's like they suck so bad at their job, but it's like charming. If Traveler had a skin like this, I'd be ecstatic. Like, let's go. Oh, it's downstairs? You're pulling up downstairs? Oh, wait, what's after this? After Fontaine, is it Natlin? Oh, I wanna go. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably be ecstatic. I bet they have the best cuisine out of all the nations. I ain't gonna lie. I bet they have the best cuisine. They gonna be having the spicy food. You know it's gonna be good food if it makes you stuck on the toilet. I gotta stop saying sorry. Because I don't feel sorry. It's like, that's kind of true. That's how you know it's good food. How you know it's good when you start on the toilet. Oh wait, is this what they meant scary? Oh wait, this ain't too scary. It's, you know... Okay, let's go ahead and see if I don't die. Oh shoot, I get scared. I'm gonna hit the ladder. Don't kill Eula, please don't kill Eula. Please don't kill Eula. Okay, I think we can go now. Woo! Oh, we're going this way? Have I gone this way before? Oh, wait, is there two ways? No. So I've gone the right way before. No, it seems different this time. They say this is a sus area, but it really doesn't give any sus vibes. If anything, I'm more impressed that it's, like, sustainable. This is his workshop, bruh. I don't know why. Gotta be a little bit something something.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away first.
Help Lyney move the boxes aside. It looks like no one's been here in a long time.
It should be just down here.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Ooh, there's a waypoint. I knew we were gonna be fighting some people. We gonna be fighting people. Let's go. Square up. This we got my girl Eula, DPS. We got Beto, sub DPS. We got Yam Fei. She be sub DPS in as well. And then we got the girl Kokomi, healer, as well as... Is she DP? She's not really DPS. We'll say healer / sub DPS. And that's the girl squad. That's the best squad. This was the elite squad from back in the day. And yeah, that's who we're sticking with. Obviously. Who else? No, I was kidding. I'm honestly curious if anyone else has used different characters for this domain. Or, like, just in Fontaine. Like, did you guys predetermine if you guys were going to be doing, because I predetermined. I have, like, my sets and stuff. So, like, I know for Samara, I used the, what I call it, the daddy squad. But, shit. Keep knocking the thing. But for Samara, I used the daddy squad. I still got, like, Duluth, Kaya, Ayato, and then should be Kazuha, because I don't have anyone else that I would like to use as quickly. As efficiently, but at the same time, for Fontaine, I was like, I wanted to use the lady squad because let's be honest, I feel like Fontaine is amazing. I think they've been with me from the beginning. They're also amazing. It makes sense. When you have best of both things, why not put them together? This is the time where you can have your cake and eat it too. Are we climbing up? Oh, I was saying, what are we doing? But yeah, have you guys, like, did you guys plan your stuff out, or did you, like, just go with whatever?
So this was Caesar's workshop.
It's actually kind of cool. I was gonna say,
Nothing suspicious here, just normal.
What if you could add that to your teapot?
Let's head in further.
That'd be so cool. The music's really good too.
What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets?
If Hoyoverse doesn't turn us into it.
We must
Oh!
have triggered some sort of device.
Oh, no. I think I get it. Okay, let's see if I can hit this guy. Gosh. I think I did it. Did I do it? I did it! Big ooh. Let's see if I can get this done right. Please don't murder. Please don't murder. Please don't murder. Okay.
To ashes! Time for your arraignment!
Oh wait, hold up. It's gotta be this, right? That is not what it was. What? I was gonna say, I'm like, who am I supposed to use?
Now disappear!
Okay. Bam. I did it!
Whoa. Look, the doll in the box is glowing.
Oh, so we gotta hit these guys. Oh, shoot. Where are they flying? Oh, I thought we were gonna have to hit the waterfly. I'm like, nope. I'm about to fail. Oh shoot, this is hard. Bam.
Something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
Wait, on the doll? What doll? I like a little dove. I want a robot with cool powers. No, you need your parents' permission to own a pet. You also need to take a good care of it. I've brought a fluffy toy dove for you this time. If you're ready to own a pet, I'll make a real dove appear for you next time. Caesar. Aww. Since it's a small one too? Oh. I want a bucket of fried chicken that never runs out. Whoever made that was the smartest one. I like a new bag for the fried chicken. No, there's no such thing as fried chicken that never runs out, just as there's no such thing as the children who never grow up. Also, eating too much fried food is bad for you. Make sure to pair it with something healthy, like a salad. Wait, let's be realistic. You need salad to go with that. Caesar. Wait, no. I gotta find all these audios because I've been seeing the salad part. I'm like, I'm thinking about the one. The one audio. I'll put it in. It's like, how about a salad? What is he? So, how about a salad? I feel like at this point I can reference too much media. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I'll let y'all figure that out. Wait, can we go the other way? Run! Don't bring me down by mistake. Oh, look at
These magic boxes are moving.
It's a good thing we do have Lyney here.
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Oh, or are they gonna be flying? Bruh, that's messed up. Okay. One is different from the rest. What's the difference? Okay, that looks normal. That looks normal. Well, then again, I haven't seen this one. One is different from the rest. But they look the same. I'm about to just pop them all off. Let's go. Get mad. I'm about to pop off. Oh, was that the right answer? I guess that's good. I just shot whatever, but okay. Oh! Oh, okay. So it was shining initially, I just never noticed. It should be this guy if I remember. There we go. I totally did that intentionally with my big brain. My big brain. This is so cool. I wonder if Lyney's gonna use this later on in life, because I would. If I was a magician and I found older magician stuff, I'd take it immediately. No questions asked. I feel like I should explore this place a little bit more, because it does look amazing.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already?
Maybe, maybe not.
There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
Lyney, what are you looking at?
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption. If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hidden room somewhere.
Maybe look under the rug.
Aha! If I just move this book, then hopefully... and... presto!
Dang!
A secret passageway! How did you know?
Wait, what about the Mafia members? What if they're following us behind?
I'm a magician too, and apparently great minds really do think alike. Looks pretty big inside. Let's head in and take a look around.
Gosh dang. I think Lorenzo's the bad guy. I'm just gonna call it now. He was really quick on that. At first I thought he was gonna be like, my mentor. But who knows? Maybe his mentor was like, you're not good enough. You can't get away with blah blah blah. You can't get away with this, you can't. And then Lorenzo framed him. See? Homeboy was like, the true power of magic is watching people be happy and blah blah blah. But Lorenzo wasn't about that life. He's like, nah, it's about that money, it's about that dough. He was about that beef life, but he was able to frame Homeboy and try to prove a point like, yes, you can get away with it. If you try hard as to, you can. Please do not fuck me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I'm trying my best.
And voila!
And my best.
A round of applause.
Let's go, let's go. Oh, we did it. Wait, what's his build? Let's really think about that for a second. What's his build? Okay. Oh, he's pulling with Noblesse Obliges? Okay. Which one? I didn't think it's the same. A type. Okay. So he has really good HP. His attack's pretty good. His elementary mastery and defense, I think, aren't as great. But honestly, he's a trial character, so I don't expect too much. He's C-free. He's talented. What the heck? They pulled him with the 8s. Like, that explains so much. Oh, he's an Aquarius. He's an Aquarius. I'm an astrology girl, guys. So if you guys are wondering, like, how the heck I just magically knew that, just know I like astrology a lot. Okay, let's go ahead. I think Aquariuses are cool. Just that's a random mention, but like I do like Aquariuses. I think they're weird, quirky, but like that's what makes them them, you know? And they're real, I'll be honest with that. Oh no, it's so weird, 'cause it's like I don't think I've no, it's just I hit the wrong button. Oh, is he not gonna care? Bet, I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. Oh, nice. Oh, sh! I thought I was gonna be able to evade him. Oh my god. Ha! I've gotten better. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh.
Why have you stopped, Lyney? Is there some device in that box?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead. If anyone makes a major discovery, let's rendezvous here.
All right. See you in a bit.
Okay, let's go. Oh, what is he gonna say?
The placement of this device inside.
Oh,
if
no.
I remember correctly.
Can we go in? What if the thing just shut? I'm laughing now, but like realistically, I'd probably be like, you laugh. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and look through here. We're gonna have to shoot. Please don't tell me we're gonna have to shoot. Oh, that's a Sam. Like, we don't have Lyney this time. I'd be fighting. What is? Oh, it is. Ooh. Hold up. I'm gonna wait for this guy to go. Ooh. I think I messed up. You guys. Which is okay, but that's not good, but we gotta wait. Is there a way to jump?
Oh,
I knew it.
Seems like we can't step on the same tile twice.
Yeah, I know.
Guess we've gotta finish it in one run, huh?
Yeah. Let's think about this from a strat point of view. Okay, so we know that the free here can go in any way, right? If we're able to, right, make this the final piece, the one in the center, the final piece. So we could honestly start any way. So like, for instance, we would probably, ooh. The thing is, we would need to find a way to be able, if we start from one way, we need to get to the other.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but
Or
the knights had enough
maybe-
sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Say for instance, we start on the other end, right? We go here, we go there, we hit this spot, we go down, we wait for this puzzle piece to come in, the one at the far left, and then it moves over, and then we go down, and then we go down again on this one, and then we move over, we go down here, and then we go all the way up, and then bam, there we go. Whoo! I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but just watch real quick. Is it gonna let me start? Oh no, because I have to hit the thing. I forgot. I'm gonna start on the other side because that's how I looked at it. So I'm just gonna start if it lets me. Perfect. Okay. So just watch how I'm doing it because I know some of y'all are probably like, what the heck is she talking about? So we're gonna start here, but instead of going here, we're gonna go this way. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go here. We're gonna hit this guy. We're gonna wait to go here, right? So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna hit here. And we're gonna wait till we get to here. Moneymaker. Moneymaker, moneymaker. And perfect. Big brain moment. Whoo! Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna say I'm like, is it saying I did terrible? Those are my favorite puzzles, to be honest. I do like these. Because at first it's like, when you're able to look at it from a distance, you can kind of like piece it all together.
Room here. Let's see. Oh, this book
This is
is
so
full of Caesar's
cool.
own notes. He wrote a lot about the principles of magic. Whew. Much too advanced for Paimon.
Can we sit here?
Look! Is that Caesar's diary on the table?
Oh, we can't sit here. That sucks. Yeah.
This book's thick as a brick. Let's take a peek inside it, shall we?
This is so amazing. About the wish list, about the children studying magic. Studying magic. So there's more than one. About Lorenzo's issues, about the farewell.
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore.
Oh, he's like Santa Claus.
I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
Good question. I'm thinking like he could probably have like a boop 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 boop. I'm like thinking he could probably have like those jackets with pockets inside, and then like the hat lid is like probably kind of open or has like a second layer, if that makes sense, like 2 layers, and then the one that's in the back can be opened up and stuff, and then he just slips it out. Also, sorry, I keep thinking about these fish tacos, and I'm just like, bro, fish tacos. I wonder what did you guys eat for dinner? What did you guys have for dinner? Did you guys even have dinner? Did you not have dinner? Are you having breakfast? Are you having lunch? Are you having brunch? Okay. Okay. Now I have dinner secured. Let's go. I know how to make the food disappear real quick. uh, okay, so the wish list, in short, he actually goes, I don't know, he reminds me of a teacher. Like, you know how like some teachers, like they actually do have to pay out of pocket, even though they don't have like really good paychecks, but they still go out of their way for like the kids and stuff, like at least elementary teachers. So this is what a vibe that I'm getting from the Caesar guy. Teacher vibes. About the children studying magic.
2 children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely.
Oh wait, do you think it's Lyney and Lynette?
Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these 2. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down.
Is this the guy that inspired Lyney? Sounds like it. About Lorenzo's issues.
It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those 2 children. I'll have to talk him around.
Oh, so it is Lorenzo. Lorenzo got beef. He got beef with Lyney. He's like, you were never supposed to be the best magician. You were supposed to be me.
I have a good feeling about those kids. They're naturally talented, and it seems like they're not new to the world of magic.
Ooh, Lorenzo was jealous.
They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan.
Oh, that's nice.
They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master.
Aww.
With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age. I fear they've had to grow up too fast. I don't dare to imagine what they must have been through.
At the same time, I don't think we've ever seen Lyney just pull up a whole domain out of thin air. So, I think Master is a good title.
Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
Aww. So in a way, this guy was kind of like a father to... I'm just assuming, but I think this is the guy. Caesar is in fact the guy that taught Lyney and Lynette. And if that's the case, he's giving very much father-like role, which seems really nice before, you know, the whole incident. About the farewell.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the 2 kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess we'll be parting ways soon.
Aww. So you're telling me there's an alternate reality where they said yes and they escaped, and they could have been perfect magicians living their best life. Oh well.
It's only been 10 days since I first met them.
10 days?
But I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now.
10 days?
They're very tough, but also very cautious. And they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have.
You know what they remind me of? Yeah. Oran Host Club? Hikari and Kari? Kari? Oh my gosh, it's been forever. But the twins, basically the twins. That's what they remind me of. Besides, you know, the random twin cest that was going on. Other than that, they seem identical. Because I think they had issues trusting everyone else too.
They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied.
Ooh.
That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, it always shows somehow. I can sense that their lives have been hard. Possibly even dangerous, too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods. And that is why we must find our own truth. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that?
Who knows?
P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said.
I don't think they have. Again, he stated that they're more mature than other kids. I don't think they would forget.
Oh, Caesar, Caesar. Just mind your own business next time.
Aww. Okay. So, I think this is a bit into a bit of Lyney and Lynette's past. I think that was amazing. Stop reading.
Two
We're done
magic
reading.
geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Lyney and Lynette, don't you think?
Let's go, Paimon. She's picking up these clues.
So did they meet Caesar when they were kids? Let's go ask Lyney.
Let's go. What if he already knows? We should have just took the book and give it to him. Because who knows, maybe he wants to keep it. Wait, so you're telling me this guy's been... Now that I think about it, right? Every day, every time he comes to this workshop, he's got to do this fancy little code every day. That's too much. Too much effort.
Lyney?
Shh, hold that thought. As I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
Fishy? Uh-oh, what have you found?
All in good time. Before we go over our new leads, I want to tell you how a high-altitude escape is performed. First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then suspended high in the air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming.
You tell me he's not dead? What's going on?
Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance and put on a hysterical performance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
So, here's a thought. Here's a random thought. Lorenzo was in the box. The actual magician, Caesar, was inside that cram dummy thing. Of course, his, you know, right. Drops down, and unlike, you know, how the act is supposed to go, where you're like, oh, is that me? Is that me? Lorenzo, like, booked it. He left. He said, my job here is done.
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished, as if everything that just happened was some sort of shared illusion. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically speaking.
Theoretically speaking, what do you mean?
The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy. He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. No one could hope to survive that fall. Not without a vision, at least.
Oh, dang.
And no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just based on what I could gather from his notes and the relevant gadgets here in his workshop.
Wait, so Homeboy didn't have a vision? That's a little disappointing, but hey, he's been pulling all this stuff off, so.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but if it's that dangerous, it's probably for the best that no one else tries to do it.
True.
Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does he get out?
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of said box. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance, and it's not as simple as it looks. Inside, there's a device that only the magician himself would know about.
I need an actual magician to actually review this stuff. Like, is this actually a thing? Is this not a thing? Is this all make-believe? I'm very confused.
Once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air, the audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trapdoor onto the Opera House roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
Wow, sounds like my little hypothesis is about to be right. Let's go.
Way simpler than Paimon imagined. Even Paimon could probably do it.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. The hardest part of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reactions. That takes an exceptional degree of showmanship. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter of a mesmerizing magic trick. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician. But unfortunately, even he didn't manage to pull it off.
It's not that he didn't manage to pull it off, he wasn't able to attempt.
So,
have a feeling.
how did it go so wrong? You said you found some fishy stuff here. Have you figured out what really happened?
Is there bloodstains in there?
I can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay. Nothing suspicious there.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here, which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed.
Why would Caesar pretend to be right-handed?
Because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices.
What? I'm sorry. Ooh, I feel stupid. Like, what is going on?
But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand. That's why he set his gadgets with the mechanism on his left.
Maybe someone exploited that fact against him.
Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy, then open the secret door and make a swift escape. But I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second nature. He'd barely need to think about what he was doing because muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart skipped a beat. it wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on.
Oh, but
Instinctively, his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another second or two, until the bottom of the box gave way.
Yikes.
With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious and conclude that his death was due to his own error.
When in reality, someone switched the boxes, and they did it to murder him. But how would they be able to make the switch without being noticed? That would be difficult to pull off, no?
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed, and who could move his props around without arousing suspicion. Someone who was always by his side.
I wonder who it could be. I think it's Jamie, y'all. I think it's her. She's been by his side like ever since. She's still by his side even when he hit the afterlife. I think it's her. There we have it. I don't even need to finish this. You guys, see you next stream. No, I was kidding. I think we all know who it is. It's Lorenzo. There's no question about it.
Isn't that right, Lorenzo?
Let's go.
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you?
Because why would he offer to compensate? Like, no. Why would you compensate unless if you caused the problem? Thus. Then you had Homeboy being like, oh, you don't want to get on his bad side, like he from the Mafia. Then point blank, we got the Mafia coming for us. Like, it all just clicked. It all clicked too well.
There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. I didn't want to have to do this, you know. Silencing you the hard way just creates more problems for me to deal with.
Also, if you think about it, like, some in the Mafia, it's like, who had the money to do that? This guy.
But I gave you your chance. I hoped you'd do what's good for you and back off like the lady, but you disappoint me.
You disappoint me with the lack of bitch.
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatening her?
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, you never even knew him, but for some reason you just wouldn't drop it.
Can we just drop the information? Like, actually, he did know him. He's technically one of his students.
Which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out and make it quick.
Didn't we beat them the last time? Like, you got a lot of confidence.
Do your worst.
Let's go ahead. That would be so insulting to lose to the Mafia. I'm just saying. You can't be losing to the Mafia.
Fine.
Don't get me wrong. Oh shoot, what the heck was that? I'm not as good at this, y'all.
Ow.
Doing my best here, y'all.
Step right up.
Oh shoot! This thing really tried to take me out. No, they need to get fiery.
Now disappear.
Oh wait, that was a option.
Here comes the finale.
What the heck is this? Ever gonna make it? Oh my gosh! This guy's trying to take me out. Ooh. Don't take me out, don't take me out, don't take me out. What a machine gun!
Step right up.
What the heck is going? It just goes off. Let's go.
tougher than you look.
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? Your cronies can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking, and what I'd really like to know is, why did you murder Caesar?
If I had a mora for every time you said that man's name. Of course you idolized Caesar, everyone else did. But I was the real genius magician. Me! He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed their hats to me!
What? Explain yourself.
So it was jealousy.
Oh, that's really it? Nah, that's lame.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. All he cared about was his magic. He lived and breathed it.
So then why? Wait, no, am I right? Because I did mention that Caesar probably was like, I love magic. I'm all about that magic. This guy's about his bag.
He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him, never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception and never has a Mora to show for it?
So we can tell Lorenzo was in the art of making a bag.
But the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up to him. No one gave me a second look. All I ever heard was, "Oh, your master's amazing, isn't he?"
Lame.
Amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than the life I already had.
Why didn't you just go outside of Fontaine? Why didn't you tour outside of it? So you killed him. Why didn't you just leave?
He forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than that.
Okay, but like you could have still done that when you left.
And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me and it would destroy me. I had to kill him. There was no other way. He had to go.
No, there was multiple ways. You just chose the worst way. Again, you could have like literally left. You could have gone to Samaro. Samaro's known for their scams. You could have literally been another scammer. This is terrible.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
I thought it was jealousy for Lyney and Lynette.
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play. For instance, maybe you were in love with Gemma, but she was engaged to Caesar.
I was thinking about that at first, but I didn't want to say anything because she was like a little bit more older.
In love with Gemma? Don't be ridiculous.
Guess I was wrong about that then. Next question. Are you the Phantom Weasel?
I am. Caesar was so strict with me. He insisted that his way was the right way, that the sole purpose of magic was to bring joy to the world. I never bought into any of that. I was more interested in the practical value of magic.
Math?
Sure enough, it helped me fill my pockets with all kinds of valuable treasures.
You know, you have those people that are like, oh, hi, math magician. You wanted to be a math magician. Okay. But I heard that the Phantom Weasel stole from the rich and poor alike. Yeah, so why are you robbing for?
Oh, yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter how much he was worth.
Then again, he was poor too, so he probably sold it all the same.
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
So that's the story, huh?
Wait, is that why I got a Phantom
I hope
raid?
you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
Saying this big brain moment. Phantom raid for the Phantom Weasel. Bam, bam. I don't know if that was actually intentional or not. I don't know, but that was kind of cool. Okay.
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your jaws. You've seen what's here, and my last-ditch effort to stop it getting out has failed. What else can I do?
This is such a lovely domain. We're now realizing, at least I'm now realizing that we're not going to be able to see this again. That is a crime. Like, someone put effort in the backgrounds. Like, y'all see the cars coming out, like, bam. You see the balloons, they're like, bam. You see the wheels? If we ever go see it again. They better make this Lyney's, hangout spot, so I'm gonna be mad.
So be it. I've enjoyed power and wealth for the last 10 years.
Oh yeah, this guy.
The likes of which Caesar could never give me. I wouldn't choose for things to end this way, but I regret nothing.
Come on, bro. You could have been a math magician if you really wanted to. Come on now. Could have switched careers.
Very well. In that case, I'll contact the guards.
How are they gonna get through here?
Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me. I'll meet you just outside the workshop when I'm back.
No! Why would you make us keep our eyes on a magician? That is the worst thing ever. Yeah, keep your eyes on one of the most famous magicians ever. Make sure he doesn't just like that. Like, no. Make a magician fucking watch a magician. That's so stupid. Oh wait, we're done. Okay. Wait, we gotta keep our eyes on him. Okay. I'm like, where's the chest? That would've been scared if I turned and then I come back and he's gone.
At least I can finally stop looking over my shoulder now.
Dang, is that why he's paranoid? So was he really into Gemma? I'm so confused. Let's keep my eyes on this man. Yeah! This could be so awkward. Oh wait, can we leave? Should we leave? I'm so confused. Oh, we can leave. Should we? They left him there in the center? I don't know if I'm supposed to stay there or go. Okay. Whew.
Lyney has told me the whole story. Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar and to framing him for the Phantom Weasel's crimes?
There's a lot of innocent people that are just getting bumped off wrongly.
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master?
True.
I hope it was worth it. Because there'll be hell to pay.
Dang. Was she a fan or something? She was very adamant on that. I'm gonna get vengeance.
Looks like it's all over. What should we do next, Lyney? Should we start preparing for your show?
Let me think. Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo in custody, Gemma will no longer have to fear for her safety.
That's nice.
Good point. We should go tell Gemma the good news right away. It'll give her some peace of mind for sure.
Okay, so I'll be right back because I heard food and I'm more happy about food than these news, you know? Y'all go ahead and look at Eula. You know her fine. You know what? No. I'm gonna let y'all see Beto. That's fine.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
So, honestly, I'll stick with Beto. It's been a minute since I used her. Then again, Beto or Eula? We're almost done, so I think I'll stick with Eula. Okay. How do I do this? Hold up. I never thought about this for a second. What? Oh, I got scared. I was like, where am I going? Okay, are we good? Am I done? No? Okay. Okay. I was like, where's the circle thing? Oh, I didn't want to search for any players. No. No. Oh. Ooh. Can y'all tell I know how to play the game. I'm a gamer, y'all. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We zoom in this place. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And drop. And hit. Perfect.
Ah, you're back. You were so quick. I've only just finished my third dessert.
Bruh.
Your third? Lynette, come on, we've talked about this. Everything in moderation. You're not gonna have any room left for dinner now.
That's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
That's besides the point. Well, it's done now. But try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Aww.
Point taken.
That's such a sibling bond.
Did everything go okay?
We beat him up.
Lorenzo was no match for us. The guards are taking him into custody as we speak.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I still didn't know if I could trust you, but now it seems I can. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but
She now gets that clarity. That's good.
It's okay. We understand. He did threaten you. Paimon would find it hard to trust strangers in your position too.
Yeah, that is true.
But you don't need to be scared anymore. Everything's gonna be okay.
Sorry. My emotions are all over the place right now. I've been waiting for this day to come for so long.
It's nice. It's really nice.
I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious. But I had people watching me all the time, so I couldn't risk looking into it.
That sucks.
I was so afraid. I was scared he'd do something terrible to me. And then no one would be left to visit Caesar's grave. So I never had the courage to speak out.
That makes sense. You got like the whole mafia ganging up on you, so that makes sense.
Thank you all. Truly.
At Lyney's suggestion, everyone goes to the cemetery to announce Lorenzo's arrest and hold a memorial for Caesar. Ooh.
Thank you all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have guessed that Lorenzo was the real Phantom Weasel. He never showed any signs that there were problems between him and Caesar in public. From the outside, it looked like they got along great.
I guess you could say that was all an act.
To think that lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time, while Caesar's name was getting dragged through the mud. It's a travesty. At least his soul can finally rest in peace now, thanks to your efforts.
She gets that clarity, and everyone can move on.
If only I'd realized before it was too late.
Don't blame yourself, Gemma. This isn't your fault.
Yeah, you still have the rest of your life to live. Caesar wouldn't want to see you spending it feeling guilty.
Somebody tell Kave that.
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. Would you like to come along? It might raise your spirits. This show will be a special one. We're holding it in Caesar's honor.
Oh, that's nice.
In Caesar's honor? Really? Oh, thank you. I'll be there.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon, don't be late.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we'll be there. No way are we gonna miss out on a free magic show. Wait, Paimon feels like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary! We never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were Lyney and Lynette or not.
Oh, hold up. No! I cut it off. I cut her off. Dang. I think you have to go to 8, right? Yeah. Or is it 8 p.m.? Logically, it should be 8 p.m. because... You know what? Let's check. Let's see. I knew it. It was 8 p.m. Let's go ahead. Wait. You got me doing military time. 20? 20? See? I know my times. Wait a minute. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. It works. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ready for this thing. What the? Wait till the next day at 1800. 8 a.m., 8 p.m., 1800. Okay. What the?
Etiquette is all just for show.
What is going on? We all saw that.
Just smile and nod along.
This is the time I
was forced to learn.
Okay, let's go ahead. 1800. 1800. Ooh, right on the money. Let's go. Oh, I never checked to see if I... Oh, okay.
The rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Zoom. And we back at it again for another performance. Hopefully a cutscene, because I would love a cutscene. Right about now. I think I already dropped all my stuff in here. So it's gonna be a good minute. I can't wait to boost the life out of it. I just realized most of the places have been trees, but for this one it's an actual fountain. I thought they were gonna do it like everything's connected, but I guess the ocean is connected. It all meets up in one place anyway, so that's good enough. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for a performance? Let's go. What? Was Lyney only performing by himself?
Paimon's excited to see another of Lyney's magic shows! Wait. Lynette, shouldn't you be on stage by now?
What are you doing here?
Not this time. My brother's going solo today.
Ooh, okay.
So, I'll be watching with you.
Oh, that's good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's ready because the show is about to begin. The great magician Lyney has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all-new grand finale that no audience has ever seen before.
By himself.
Wow! A new trick!
Thank you all so much for coming. Now, prepare to join me on a journey through the mystical and miraculous.
Do you think, right, because again, the magician's like, oh, they're gonna go places. They're like geniuses. Do you think he's gonna do the final performance? Do you think he's gonna do the one that was conducted 10 years ago successfully? Lyney wows the audience with his skill. What's going on? What happened? Oh, there's a Kazuma.
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just... It reminds me of him.
No wonder. Caesar was a famous magician too. So, how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on the street once, and I saw him performing for little children. Children love magic, Because they're willing to believe in things that can't be rationally explained. Caesar had this amazing way of bringing them into a dreamlike world. And somehow, I felt drawn to him too. So I went up and asked him to do a trick for me.
Ooh, he pulled out a flower, didn't he?
Aw, that sounds so romantic. What trick did he do?
He pulled out his phone number. He's like, abracadabra. I hope to make you appear at 8:00 p.m. tomorrow night.
It was with a flower. He took it in his hand, snapped his fingers, and it magically appeared on my head. I was so happy that day. No one had ever given me a flower before that.
Oh,
that's so cute. Actually, now that you mention it, Lyney's done that one before.
Is that right? Then I suppose he's a romantic at heart, just like Caesar. So let's treasure the time we have with him.
I don't like the way they said that. Let's treasure the time we have with him. What does that mean? What does that mean? What's happening to our boy? What's happening to Lyney? Is he gonna go missing?
After all, you never know when the people dearest to you might be gone.
This seems like foreshadowing. Like, don't get me wrong, of course the quest did happen, but I think this might be foreshadowing for Lyney. Especially because if we think about it, we only did Act 2. We did Act 2, and usually you have 3 acts. And usually by the 3rd act you have the, oh, here's all these question breakdowns about the Gnosis and everything in between, right? Technically we still didn't get the Gnosis question, but we did get the question of every, like, that's end of summary, end of conclusion summary, right? So it's like, I feel like Act 3 is going to be it's going to be full on dedicated towards Fatui, because we got Child. They might get the, what is that? Okay, we might get the full appearance of, I forgot her name, like how to properly say it. But we do have the next Harbinger that we're all expecting. And of course, we do have Lyney because we know that he's supposed to be involved in some way. So, it's a lot of foreshadowing onto what's going to be happening in the next act. I would not be surprised if we get a boss battle. I do not get surprised if Lyney's supposed to die, however he survives. I wouldn't be surprised. Or at the very least, he gets, like, injured really bad. But, you know, he recuperates, you know? Like Tainari. So, who knows? It's just, this is interesting. I want to know how many quests is going to try to drop little hints and bits. Because I know there's a bunch of world quests in here, but I am excited to see what's to come. Don't be sad. The killer has been caught.
That's right. It's all over now. Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort you, but at the very least, no one's gonna be intimidating you from now on.
True.
You can breathe easy at last, right?
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now, Phantom Weasel.
What?
See? Even Lynette says... Wait, what? The Phantom Weasel? Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
What?
As Lyney once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience.
What's going on?
But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards up their sleeve. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I think it's time to put an end to it.
What is I was joking, but now I'm like, what is going on? If it's true?
What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't like this riddle.
We did not get to see them interact even when we were like out, so maybe there's more to it.
Traveler, Paimon doesn't like where this is going. Come on, say something.
Why is no one hearing us? Like, it does not help, right? There's performance going on, we don't hear anyone, but we see them there. We know Paimon is talking, but no one else is talking. And it doesn't help that Paimon's voice, as long as every other character in the cafe, in the hotel, in this area, they have a really echo-like voice, which tells me that if you're gonna have an echo, that means it's spreading throughout the whole floor. not only that, but even if there was no echo, even if there was a little bit of chatter, or there's like, whoa, clap, 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 whoa, clap, 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 you're telling me no one is hearing Paimon right now. It just, it's a little unreal. I don't know. I don't want to say unrealistic. It's a fantasy game, but like, there's just, when you're trying to add bits of like, this is what really went down. I find it hard for no one to catch up on this. Like, again, NPCs, I would expect one to be like, wait, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all enjoying the performance so far.
Oh, wait, is he gonna expose her?
There will now be a brief intermission, after which Lyney will perform the most electrifying act of tonight's show. The one we've all been waiting for. The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House, so please make your way outside in a calm and orderly fashion.
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places, did they? Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon. Let's talk somewhere else for now.
Don't get me wrong, this is like an amazing quest, but like, because I know you guys are probably gonna be like, come on now, you can't live it, like, you can't have fun, but it's like, my brain really just can't handle the fact I'm like, here you are exposing all these details in a live audience, in echo, full echo, which gives me the feeling it's like, this is spreading throughout, like, everyone's hearing it. Not the case, but it's hard to be like, no, they can't hear you, with a whole echo added to everyone's voice. That's all I'll say. So
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully, I do have a backup plan. Now, who wants to hear a story?
Lyney, don't we have more important things to address right now?
I think you already know.
Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask. And as it happens, the story I'm about to tell might answer a few of them.
Okay.
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine. She never missed a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hands.
Okay.
But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
Dang.
So then what?
Being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now, all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all. At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
Dang, that's messed up.
I've got to hand it to you. You're both exceptional storytellers. It's enough to make even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Lyney? Is it something that Lorenzo said?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession.
Oh, true.
As if there was something else he was trying to hide.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
What if she's the one that's been sending out Mafia members?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. And I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally talented in this regard.
True, she was the magician's fiance.
With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiance, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence.
Ooh.
Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise? No, not that poor lady. Perish the thought.
Dang, Lyney's dragging her at this point. Like, at first I was like, oh, dang, that's kind of cool. But, like, now it's like, okay, you're kind of dragging it.
Wait, so you mean the whole intimidation thing was just a hoax? Gemma and Lorenzo were both in on it?
Yep.
But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out even at the end instead of admitting to being the weasel himself?
'Cause he loved her. She had him wrapped around her fingers, bruh.
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Lyney, if you're so confident in your version of events, then I think the answer should be obvious. Having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt.
Oh.
Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she could take care of Lorenzo's loved ones.
Okay.
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right?
What's a dull?
Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real weasel have targeted things that only have value to other people? Could you shed any light on that?
What if she was a kleptomaniac?
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real weasel must have had a terrible childhood. Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten.
Dang.
She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But it was all she needed, and she was content. Until the world decided that even this was too good for her.
What the heck?
Once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. She felt like life was a miry pit that dragged her further down the more she struggled to escape. At that tender age, she should have been happy. Instead, she stood in the shadows and watched with envy as all good things in the world passed her by. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain became a breeding ground for dark thoughts. Thoughts which festered and grew into a twisted solution to her troubles. I detest the happiness of others, in all its forms alike. I will rob them of everything they hold to be good and true.
What is going on?
And it will fill the void in my soul.
That's
I'm not taking no chances.
heavy stuff.
Now it all makes sense.
Does this story satisfy you, Lyney?
Yes, it is quite to my tastes. Thank you for helping to clear up my confusion.
So what was with the warning letter?
Huh. That's right. What drove you to write that letter, Gemma? What were you trying to achieve there?
Yeah, true. Wouldn't you want to keep that silent?
Because without that, none of this would have ever come to light.
She didn't write the letter.
Lorenzo?
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. But it seems like someone still wasn't ready to let her finally be at peace. Lyney. Or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one who posted that letter outside the Opera House. But why?
Ooh, okay.
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Still as shrewd as ever. Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name.
So they're probably aware that Caesar was their mentor.
The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves.
That's it? You had no other agenda?
Does he need another agenda?
Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
Let's go. Let's go. That's big brain. They took him away from them.
10 years ago? You mean Caesar's death? You met him?
Cause they were, oh my god, Caesar was like a father to them. Let's go.
Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. It's been so long, and you're all grown up now. I didn't recognize you. He taught you magic back then, didn't he? For what, 10 days or something? And you went to all this trouble. Why? Because you feel like you still owe him something?
Bruh. That's why she's a villain. No sympathy.
We remember all our debts, however great or small.
Oh, nice.
10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore.
Except for them.
But we did not forget. And so we came to find you.
Ooh, that's kind of creepy, but it's also kind of cool.
And? What exactly did you take from me? I'm still standing, as you can see. Lorenzo has admitted to everything. I'm free.
I'm just waiting for Novelette to pull up and be like, so you think that?
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth.
So he did remember.
I think that applies to you too. Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic value, fervent hopes and dreams, and irreplaceable people. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night, stealing became your way of numbing the pain.
True.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime to fill the hole?
Ooh.
Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. But what did he have to gain from all that?
So him getting a lot of bitches was actually a lie. It was all an act. He was getting bitches. Yeah.
He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. He's the reason that you haven't felt the compulsion to steal in all these years.
She had feels for him. He stole her heart by mistake. Or was it by magic? So, okay. Fell for her. She fell for him. They couldn't date because, again, she's playing this role. She's got to keep it going. So, who knows? Maybe the Mafia members are actually sending, like, secret love letters and stuff as they gang up on her. Who knows?
You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth you have in your life.
Real friends lie.
But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee you, you'll never see it again.
Oop.
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
You're so mean girl coded, but I love it. I'm like, yes. Drag her.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be all alone in a world full of lies and falsehoods. I do hope you'll be able to bear it. You've still got a long life ahead of you after all.
I thought she was old too, but since they showed those flashbacks, she just naturally has gray hair. So like, we really don't know how old she is.
Gather round, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing Lyney to perform his final act in tonight's show. I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the grand finale. Well, wonder no more, for the answer is a death-defying high-altitude escape.
Bruh.
A high-altitude escape?
10 years ago. The trick that Caesar died attempting.
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fatal fall, after which he was dubbed the Phantom Weasel. But we have now learned that Caesar was wrongly accused, and that the real Weasel has now confessed to their crimes.
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages now, but I'm still a little nervous.
So he was always going to attempt it.
Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but you alone are my true witnesses.
I'm trying so hard, but this man makes me want to pull for him so bad.
Lyney, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what about now? Are you an open book? Or are you still the same as ever?
Ooh.
You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone. One day, you'll end up exactly where I am today. Maybe then you'll finally understand.
Actually, they're gonna be perfect. They're gonna be good.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
Let's go.
So, what are we, doing now?
We're gonna go enjoy the show now, Paimon.
Like Lyney said, when you're ready, let's head outside and watch the show.
Why is it outside though?
What about Gemma?
Nope, not worth it.
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lyney after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
In front of the house?
Alright. Well, let's go and watch Lyney's finale then. This trick's a pretty dangerous one, but he should be able to pull it off, right?
They did mention too that if it wasn't the fact that Caesar didn't have a vision, he would have probably made it.
What is my truth?
I don't know, but good luck to you.
Sometimes I think I'm like a gambling addict. All I care about is winning, and it doesn't matter what's at stake. By the time I come to my senses, I'm left with nothing. Oh, if I had my time again.
So I wonder if she's gonna leave Fontaine for good. I feel like that would be best, weirdly enough.
Magicians are not like thieves. Thieves only tear things apart. But good-hearted magicians, they put things back together.
I like how they're in between, as if to say, this is a thief and this is a magician. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Oh, I had to click it. That was crazy. Woo. That was the best performance I ever seen, you guys. So are we now getting a cutscene? What's popping off? Oh snap! What the heck? There's a roof?
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day, you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look!
That's a good translation.
Behold! Lyney is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Watch out!
Mysterious.
We're making a wish, y'all.
Surprising. And logic defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Did you see that? 1 minute he was falling, and the next, he turned into flowers.
How could he possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished right in front of my eyes.
What a heart-stopping magic show. This was really worth the trip. Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's new star magician Lyney has fulfilled a wish on his behalf. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better grand finale. It will make a great headline for the Steambird tomorrow, even if I do say so myself.
Bro, she's gonna pull an all-nighter on that.
Looks like everyone really loved Lyney's grand finale.
But where is he? Even though they don't know the full story.
Paimon doesn't see Lyney anywhere. Where'd he go? Oh, Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual hunt. But, where is that?
Again, at usual hunt, it's the cemetery.
Oh, you mean the one where Caesar's buried?
I didn't click it in my head.
Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Lyney's way of saying goodbye to Caesar. So it makes sense that that's where he'd be afterward.
Wait, pause. I know we're supposed to be like, oh, that's so sad, but like, who's gonna clean up the flowers in the background? This guy literally just said, thanks for coming. I'm heading out.
Alright, let's go look for him there.
And with all those flowers there, who's gonna sweep that? It's gotta be the little tiny guards. You know they don't get mad. Good. Oh, oh! I thought it was gonna be like a little kid picking it up. Like, oh, yeah, it was not a little kid. Oh wait, no, we don't want to go there. 'Cause that's like underground. I don't know how deep, but I don't want to take the chance. Okay. Back to the there's a lot of cemetery stories. Are we noticing that? Don't get me wrong.
More speed.
I don't mind, but there's a lot of there seems to be like a lot of wrongful deaths, right? And there's also seems to be a theme of like what is truly justice when there is being obvious wrongs.
Lyney! There you are. Are you alright? Paimon was scared to death when the chain broke, Paimon was sure something had gone horribly wrong.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. That's our job. So I tweaked Caesar's original setup a little to keep it fresh. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or did he believe that it was his own slip-up right until the end?
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from Caesar once, didn't you? When was that?
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him.
An agenda?
I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their tricks and try to figure out how they were done. But I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me. I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves, but without proper guidance from a professional magician, we quickly plateaued.
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
Yes. We figured there was no harm in asking, but it took us by surprise that he was so willing to teach us. In all, we only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. By contrast, we hid so many things from him. For instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, I answered, it's my passion.
Well, is it? Well, I would assume so, because he's like a pyro user, and pyros are like known for having a passion, so maybe the hobby did become a passion.
But in truth, there was already a lot more to the story by then. After being taken in by an aristocrat for our magic talent, then betrayed soon after, this was no longer about me doing what I loved. What amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him the truth. Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten how to trust by then.
Lyney.
I don't blame you. That wasn't your fault.
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became busy with our missions. The next we heard of him was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the Phantom Weasel. That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, I didn't know what to say to him. To keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. But I guess that's the price we have to pay. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Don't be sad. We're in your auditorium and we're not going anywhere. Oh, bruh. That's smooth. Let's go.
Yeah, cheer up, Lyney. We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey, too.
True.
But whatever happens, Paimon always believes in what tomorrow brings.
Especially with Dale, that was probably our latest version. It was like, dang.
Delicious food, fun toys, and the Traveler by my side. Paimon just needs to focus on things like this, and all the unhappy stuff goes right out the window. You know, Traveler, doesn't that kinda make you Paimon's truth?
Indeed it is.
Exactly. It's the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days.
Wait, what about Ferment? What about Ferment? Like, did they not consider him? Because I think Ferment sees them as... I would hope he sees them as family, but dang. Dang. Shout out to my boy Ferment. That's like young sibling vibes. I like it.
That's why the darkness never consumed me and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that shines through. All right, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show tonight? Were you happy with it?
Yes, but this time, what were the flowers? Because we do need to touch back on that. At the very beginning, we were talking about flower meaning, so...
It was amazing! Paimon just wishes we hadn't been so distracted with the Gemma situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of the show. Lyney, could you do just one more trick for us?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Aw, come on! Surely you can think of something. The Lyney Paimon knows can do anything if he puts his mind to it.
Oh, all right then. I'll give it a go, but only because it's you. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You got nothing in your hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your hand! We ain't going along with this!
I thought it was a glitch for a second.
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have sworn I brought one here with me. Okay, try this. Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Now, have another look around.
Bruh.
Maybe the flowers appeared somewhere else.
Good. I like the fact that he never touched Lumine's flowers. I'm very happy with that. It would have been kind of cool to see on the other side, maybe, but yeah, I'm kind of glad he never touched the flowers. I feel like that would have been the red flag.
Really? Let's see. ...
Dot, dot, dot.
Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower from the last time, right? This one's called, oh yeah, a rainbow rose. But more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done, please!
Oh yeah! That was the whole point of us being assistants. She wanted to know.
Well, if you want to learn magic, you'll have to start by addressing me as teacher.
Oh, we're gonna drop Paimon off of him? Be like, have fun in magic school now.
Fine! Please, teacher, please!
Since you asked so nicely, I'll share one little tip with you. Namely, the student of magic cannot solely rely on others being prepared to reveal their secrets.
Dang.
You have to observe, think, and find the answers for yourself.
Dang, he basically tricked her into calling him teacher.
Is that it?
Look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too
Dang.
long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night. I look forward to seeing you again.
Alright, fine. See ya! Shall we head back now too?
Yeah, let's go.
Paimon can't wait to read The Steambird tomorrow. Paimon bets Lyney and Caesar will be plastered all over it. Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning and see what we can find out.
Oh, is that part of her task here or no? It is. It is. Okay, let's go ahead and knock this out. At 8 in the morning. Okay, we both saw that. We saw that. Bam, bam. Thank you. And right in the nick of time. It's gonna restart. Good enough. Good enough. Ooh. Okay, the quest location is currently involved in the quest. What? What do we need to do? What do we need to do? Steambird quest. This guy? The Steambird Tales of Humanity column is hiring assistants. If you're interested, please report to Euphrates for more details. Okay, let's go ahead and get this out the way. Try to finish. Boop, boop. And here we go. What's happened with the one festival, the Sumerian festival, where we were going back and forth when we were doing Kabe's quest, Dea's quest, and then I accidentally triggered Nahida's quest. Here for a good time, you know? Where's the... is it this guy? No. Where are we going?
More speed.
This one will start with Beto, actually. And then we'll switch back to Eula for Lyney's. Where are they going? Where did... I was gonna say, where did the pixie dust go? Pixie dust, pixie dust. Oh my god, do you guys remember the pixie sticks? Am I the only one that remembers that? I don't even know if they still have it. But that was like... perfection. The only problem was you had to be careful with getting the sugar out, at least from halfway to like end point. Because if you put your mouth on the stick, then like your saliva basically clamps up the paper. Worst feeling ever. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, is this the super wait?
I've never seen anything like it. Should be fine. I simply could not. I'm sure it'll get.
I don't know how we got here, but we got here. So
Should be a
wait,
lighthouse
no,
of
it's
truth.
Truly spectacular weather today, no? Yes, truly. If only the weather was this cooperative every workday, I should be quite merry indeed. And speaking of work, my dear, you are here to interview for the troubleshooter position advertised in our Tales of Humanity section, are you not? I am. Excellent. You didn't ask any questions about the title troubleshooter, and thus it could be surmised that even the Ethan's word choice, while eccentric, is simple and easy to understand. Putting that aside for the moment, would you like to know how I was able to correctly ascertain that you were here for the job, and not seeking to ask for help in our Tales of Humanity section? I don't know, micro-expressions? Observation. Every citizen who comes to the steamboat seeking help appears anxious and jittery, but your steps are relaxed, your expression calm. Those who are fortunate are all the same. Those who fall victim to misfortune all have their own woes. But you needn't worry. Those who seek assistance from others via Tales of Humanity haven't run into any serious trouble, so it shouldn't be hard to handle. Have a look at this batch of commissions. Wait, is this who it was? Oh, snap! I didn't know that's what they were. At least we know now. Let's go. All you need to do is find some time every week to read through the submissions to Tales of Humanity. Pick out a few commissions you'd like to handle and come find me to collect your payment. Some commissions are so drop-dead simple you wouldn't believe it. But you shouldn't underestimate the value of your work. For us, the problems in their submissions may appear to be easy and insignificant, but for the readers submitting their problems, they are like a splinter under their fingernails, impossible to remove or ignore. If we can help them extract these splinters, then in addition to the monetary rewards, you will also receive the respect and gratitude of the people, and your reputation among the city will increase over time. When that happens, I will give you more complicated and important jobs. Hee hee. I can't believe I said it straight to me. Help everyone to achieve happiness and be a lighthouse illuminating humanity. Such is the calling of our paper. Such are the feelings and aspirations of every publisher. No need for an interview? Interview? Your interview was complete before you even arrived. Don't be surprised, I have my ways. If I couldn't even manage that, how could I manage a newspaper? Alright, I told you everything that you need to know about this job. As for whether or not you want to take it, that's up to you now. Think it over. So she was basically the reputation lady. Thank you. Okay. is that... Can we go ahead and start the thing now? Can we go ahead? We can. Perfect. Oh, they appeared in thin air. Oh yeah, Mila.
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today. I'm afraid we'll have to decline this interview.
Oh.
Please, Lyney, I'll only take a moment of your time, if you would be so kind.
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to print this morning. But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
She wasn't trying to separate from her man.
That was quick.
Huh? Too late, bro. That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Please, fill me in.
Ooh.
Whoops.
I guess it's story time now.
Aha! My instincts did not lead me astray. You do have something to hide. Gemma turning herself in must have something to do with Lyney's performance last night.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her conscience.
Huh. Okay, then. Wait, no, there must be more to it. If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart, how did it take her 10 whole years?
She gonna figure this out.
Well...
You can tell as many lies, but she gonna always find the truth. Charlotte's journalistic spirit is burning red. We're gonna have to distract her somehow.
Oh, I remember now! You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? Quickfire question! Where did you all go after the show?
Oh, we went to the cemetery and Lyney did a private magic trick just for us. Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what? Lyney started using rainbow roses in his tricks.
No, he did not want to know about that.
What?
Oh, what's going on?
I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
Ooh.
No, I just,
What now? Oh, did Paimon say something wrong again?
Oh my god.
This is getting pretty awkward. What do we do, Traveler?
We abracadabra away from here.
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to be. Well, never mind. There's always next time. Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found, I can't turn away. The news about Gemma has already made waves, and I'll stop at nothing to get to the bottom of it all. Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. There's clearly a web of complicated relationships there. Can't blame me for being curious.
You know, they were friends. Come on now. Come on now.
All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace. Bye for now.
She'll come back again.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to...
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
It's fine.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
Phew. You and me both, Paimon. You and me both. At least it did the job, right?
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
Was it an act or was it real? We did it. Oh. And that is the end of Lyney's story. Yay! Okay. And with that, let me go ahead and convert. I am tempted. I'm so tempted. And I think I'm going to. Because why not? What's the worst thing? I don't think I'm gonna get one. If I do, I'm gonna freak. I think I'm gonna get him. I shouldn't. Okay, let's go ahead. If I get him. I'm like thinking about it too. I'm like, that means I had to build another character. Must be. I don't know what this is gonna be. Oh, okay. Okay, Gucci. Okay, that was a one time. Whew. oh. It's so late. Okay, that was a good one. That's a good one. Okay. When he does a second banner, we'll go pull for Lyney. He's already won my heart. Good guy. Good guy. Oh. Yeah. How many wishes do I have now? Because that was like, what, 3? Okay, nice. Perfect. So we just gotta go ahead and get our 7 back. Well, really, I'm pretty content with the 30, to be honest. 30 back, so yeah. Okay, so what else are we doing? What time is it? It's 9:50, y'all. Okay. Do I really want to be here? Do I want to go to sleep? That's the question. To eat or not to eat, that's the real question. I think I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab some foodsies. I'm gonna eat.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show.
At the
Just
same
smile and nod along.
That guy was getting
I was
yelled at
forced-
too. I kind of feel bad. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 waypoints missing. And to be honest, this is most likely gonna be my last stream. Not indefinitely, but for a good ass minute. Like, even I feel like by the time I get back to streaming, Act 3 will very likely be out, which is a lot of things. So then again, if I'm quick enough, if I pack everything up, ship it early, then there might be a chance. Who knows? I really don't want to leave yet, you guys, because I'm gonna last stream for a minute. And it's like, I feel like now that I'm doing it on YouTube, I feel really comfortable. I feel really engaged and motivated. And like, again, maybe it's because it's Fontaine, but Fontaine has been really good. But yeah, I also need to do things with my life, though. There's things I gotta knock out in the real world. So, I think for now, let's go ahead and knock out these commissions, and then I'll sign off. Because for some reason, I keep pushing them off. Oh, is this in the water? Okay. I wonder if they're ever gonna give us the option to teleport directly to the bosses, like, at the very least the entryway. I would love that. I'm tired of walking in the water. Be like, it sucks that the crystal cores don't have special colors. I would have been so ecstatic for that.
More speed.
Don't hit me! That always gets me for a second. Go, 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 go! Because I think if you guys didn't know, the one thing, the Pyro Mage can't get up here. Because last time it like had popped up here and it was kind of creepy. What's poppin'?
I condemn you. Vengeance will be mine.
Let's go. You know what I just noticed? We haven't been fighting as much with these quests. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of like that, but that's something I did notice. Like, we're not going as hard in fighting sense. And I really am curious with the reputation thing. Ooh, I really need to knock him up. Ooh, nice! I just love that notion of like being able to bully them. There's something satisfying about this, okay? Perfect. Dang it, why are they doing this to me? I need to gotta get the number. Yeah, I kinda wanted him in the water. Okay, heal up.
Eye for an eye.
Nice. Was it a little psychotic? Maybe. But did I get the job done? You know I can't get that. This is why we need diving outside Fontaine. But yeah, maybe a little psychotic when it comes to murdering my trolls. But let's be honest. Am I really the bad guy here? Am I really? Sucrose has a hill troll probably in her house. Alice has done a whole bunch of abominations. I think out of this case, I'm doing helpful things. I'm doing right. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and go here too. Oh, let's be that. What are we doing? What are we doing? Reach the destination for the time limit. Are we gonna fight slimes? I would love to see, what's it called? I would love to see Lyney and Lynette in, months. That'd be so fun. Okay, so we are fighting slimes. For some reason my brain just didn't click. I think the next one is supposed to be the Geoslimes? It is. Okay, where's the next spot?
Let's move out.
What did they drop into? Shoot. I can't wait to use it up on it. Okay, so that's 2 down, 2 to go. Got this. I think now that Fontaine's been released, I feel like Fontaine's gonna be like new Mondstadt to me at the very least.
It tastes gross.
Dodo, be a good girl. You'll only get better if you take your medicine. True. No, I don't want to. I hate it. It tastes gross. What's wrong? Oh, hello, traveler. Dodo is quite a sickly child. This is the medicine she needs to take according to the prescription Dr. Baiju gave me. But she refuses to take it. She complains she doesn't like the taste. Unfortunately, herbal medicine is bitter. That's just how it is. The only time she ever agrees to take it is if she gets to have a bowl of almond tofu afterwards. Traveler, if you have the time, can you go and pick me up a portion of almond tofu? I should stay here. I may still need to talk her into it. Okay. Oh, I can ask what illness she has? I don't want to. That's weird. Why is she sick? What's going on? Like, that's just weird. This is, I feel like I have some. Definitely I did. No, I don't want to. Hey, if you take your medicine, I've got some almond tofu for you. Almond tofu? But I still have to take the medicine first? Dodo, be a good girl. You'll only get better if you take your medicine. And there's almond tofu waiting for you. Yeah, but Mr. Baiju is so clever. Why can't he make the medicine almond tofu flavor? Honey. She's speaking facts here. He's so good, he knows how to change the flavors, can you not? This guy. Yeah, last one. You can adjust the camera sensitivity and settings. I wonder why. See if that. Oh wait, have I gone the teapot recently? I feel like I have, but at the same time, like, have I? We can go check there too. I know I got the books because of the fact that I did get to 80 using those books. So there's that. I also need to check Candace to see what's going on. I low-key forgot. I'm gonna be honest.
Yikes!
What the heck? I was not paying attention. What? I didn't hit the right button. Woo! I'm beating up your stuff. What you gonna do? Nothing.
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core.
Do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait, who was there? What the? Loser. Yeah, gotta kill him. Gotta take this guy out. I hate this. Bro, I need you to aim at this man. This is not. This is why I stopped using out there. It's really not good for it. Wait for the energy. What the? Ooh, did it. I'm surprised it doesn't burn the whole tree. Okay. And then I guess it makes sense, like, at least from how Fontaine's explained it, based off the nation, one of the elementals are going to be more sensitive. So, like, I feel like, of course, Pyro is going to be more sensitive in Samara of all places. And then, of course, we got a bunch of rocks chilling here in Leeway. And then everything's windy up here. Everything's windy. Okay. I'm going to go to Fontaine. Now I'm going to go to the thingy. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've gone to... Wait. Is Cat going to task me with work? Let's not take that. Okay. So let's go back to Leeway. I'll probably knock out these other quests and stuff. So, like, I know I haven't done Yoimiya's. I know I pushed off. Do I really want to do Yoimiya's? Offline? Of course. Online? No. Just no. I just don't feel like it. I'm really trying to remember her first story, but I think that was kind of smushed in with a lot of Inazuman characters, so it makes sense that she got an Act 2.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, claim the
Thank
daily
you for
commission.
completing today.
Let's go.
Ad Astra.
Wait, I didn't pay attention. Ooh. I don't know what I really need, but I would like to go ahead and grab stuff. I would like to go ahead and grab some more up from here. Oh, there's no one here. Okay, so that's not a good decision then. It's better to probably... Is there anyone here that could have took this role? Oh, I know Farazan. What was their thing? Gain 25% more, gain 25% more. And then I think I had... Who was it? Oh, she was already doing the same thing, so... And I think, is that all? Today's only Saturday. And then Sunday, and then Labor Day. And then back to regular day. Oh, okay. I'm like trying to schedule my brain. That's really what I'm trying to do. Try to schedule everything.
This realm is true.
Yes, I should have bought. Yeah, I bought all of it.
If you ever have it.
Yeah, okay, so I must have did this yesterday then. Perfect. Did I need to talk to anyone? Not really. Oh, live. Gotta talk to both of them.
Oh, it's you. How have your recent travels been? If there's anything you need, just tell me anytime.
Up for a chat by any chance? Well,
sure. But what should we talk about? If you don't mind. Could you tell me about the places you've been to? Any of them will do.
I would want to travel Mondstadt. It's so free.
Verdant grass. A city of song and freedom. I'd love to see it for myself. The desert has been my home my entire life. I hardly even journeyed to the other side of the wall of Samiel. But after hearing you speak of all these faraway lands, I can't help but find the thought of traveling quite enchanting.
You should come with us.
It truly is a tempting offer. But I cannot forsake my duty to protect Aru Village.
That sucks.
Perhaps your words will take root within my heart. And one day, my desire to see the world beyond will sprout and grow.
I really hope she does get to take the chance, though.
When that day comes, I shall follow your footsteps.
Yeah. I feel like she does so much, so I hope she does get a chance to go out. At least like another, summer event.
I'll admit, it's cozy here, but there's not a whole lot to do. I'm already getting bored.
My bad.
Oh? Look who finally showed up. Any chance you've got an exciting gig for me?
Anything you want to do.
You mean here? I can't think of anything in particular. If I had to pick something, I guess I'd like to explore this place thoroughly. I mean, this is my first time inside a teapot. I doubt anyone would believe me if I told them.
What do you usually do in your spare time?
Maintain my weapons, check my next job, sneak in a quick nap.
Okay.
If there's still time to burn, I'll grab a few drinks at the city tavern. But I usually don't have that much free time.
Being a merc isn't easy. You're overworking yourself.
That's life for you. Everyone's stressed out one way or another, and there's no escaping it.
That is unfortunate and true.
Even more so for mercs. We're looking for our next job before we even finish our current one. With so many competitors in this line of work, laziness will only net you an empty stomach. Okay, enough serious talk. Days off are few and far between, so it'd be a waste not to unwind while I still can. Why don't you show me around and introduce me to the others here?
So there's this day.
Especially that little bird named Tubby. Looks like she has her own teapot. What's up with that?
She's asking the real questions, y'all. She's asking the real questions. Okay. So we did get to talk to them. There's something going on here. And Kabe has a setting, but I think he's literally level 9. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and go back here. Okay. Dang. And here we are, back from where it all started. Well, really, that'd be the beach over in Mondstadt. But what else do I need to do? Was there anything I needed to do? Something in my head said I needed to do something. I was gonna say, where's the... Chuck something. Do I even have any? Okay, I only have like 5. Okay. Damn. Okay. Can I make this aesthetically pleasing? Okay, so this is where I will be. This is where I'm gonna be exiting out the game. Go ahead and switch over for you guys. Wow, you guys said a lot. What is going on? Oh. I mean, you guys can see what I can see. So I got scared. I was like, what the? I forgot there's a delay. But it's natural. Okay. And let me go ahead and exit out this, because I will be very confused on what's going on. Okay, so with that, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for coming in, stopping by, and vibing with me for a bit over Fontaine. I think we've caught up besides World Quest and stuff, but for the most part, we have completed the main story, completed Acts 1 and 2, and we have completed Acts 1 for Lyney's story. So, again, perfect. I've explored a bit of Fontaine, not all of it, like I've mentioned, but that's okay, because next time we can do it, because I probably won't know. You might see some places discovered offline, who knows. But with that, thank you guys so much for showing up, and as you know, it is time for your girl to go, and with that, bye.